Most people who start small machine businesses don't fail slowly. They fail quietly. The machine works. The product looks fine. And yet, the business dies within weeks. The reason is not what you think. In fact, most people never realize the real mistake because it only becomes obvious after the money is already gone. And here's the dangerous part. This same mistake exists in almost every small machine business, including the ones that can actually make money. By the end of this video, you'll understand why most machine projects fail and how a few specific machines only work when they're approached the right way. If you don't understand this logic, you won't even notice the mistake while it's happening. Section 1. Why machine businesses look so perfect. Let's start with why so many people are attracted to machine-based businesses. On the surface, they look ideal. Low investment, simple operation, no employees, no large factory. Social media reinforces this illusion. You see clean workshops, smooth production, short clips showing machines printing money, and slowly a dangerous belief forms. If the machine works, the business will work. This belief is the foundation of most failures. Section 2. The first illusion. The machine is the business. Here's the first illusion beginners fall into. They believe the machine is the business. But a machine is not a business. It's just a tool. A real business is built on buyers' standards, consistency, market expectations. You can own a perfect machine and still have no business at all, because machines don't create demand, markets do. Section 3. The single fatal mistake. Now let's talk about the mistake that destroys 90% of these projects. This is the core of the video. Most beginners optimize the machine instead of optimizing for the buyer. They ask, how cheap is the machine? How fast does it work? How many units per hour? But they rarely ask, who exactly will buy this? What standards do buyers expect? Why would they choose me? Buyers don't care how hard you worked, how much the machine cost, how excited you are. They care about one thing only. Does the product meet their standards every single time? Section 4. A realistic failure scenario. Here's a very common real-world scenario. Someone buys a small machine. The product looks good. The price is competitive. They contact buyers, and the buyers say no. Not because the product is terrible, but because it's unacceptable. Maybe the quality isn't consistent. Maybe the packaging is wrong. Maybe moisture, labeling, weight, or finish is off. The product isn't bad. It just doesn't meet market standards. And markets are ruthless about standards. Section 5. Why failure happens so fast. This is why most failures happen within the first 2 or 3 months. Expenses don't stop. Materials, electricity, maintenance, time, stress. Sales don't arrive as expected. So beginners panic. They lower prices. They rush production. They accept bad deals. Each decision creates another loss. Not because the idea was impossible, but because the foundation was wrong. Section 6. The exceptions, machines that can work. Now here's the honest part. Most videos never explain, yes, some machines can make money, but only under the right conditions. Let me give you 3 realistic examples. Not hype, not guarantees, just logic. Machine number 1, semi-automatic liquid filling machine. Used for liquid soap, detergent, sanitizer. Why this machine works? Daily use products, repeat customers, clear, achievable standards. Typical machine cost, around $200 to $400. Realistic beginner profit, $300 to $800 per month. Not passive, not instant, but realistic. Machine number 2, heat press machine. Used for t-shirts, bags, custom prints. Why it works? Direct selling, small batches, fast market feedback. Machine cost, around $150 to $300. Realistic profit range, $400 to $1,000 per month. Only if you sell, not just produce. Machine number 3, small-scale plastic recycling granulator. This one is harder. Why it works? Buyers already exist. Factories need raw material standards are clear, but not beginner-friendly requires understanding buyers first, not easy money, but real money when done right. Section 7. The rule that changes everything. Here's the rule that separates the 10% from the 90%. Validate buyers before you buy machines, not after, before. If buyers already exist, the machine is easy. Production is manageable, scaling becomes possible. If buyers don't exist, the best machine won't save you. Ask the right question. Who already buys this, and why? Most people don't fail because they are lazy. They fail because they ask the wrong questions. Machine businesses are not scams, but they are not shortcuts either. Think like a buyer, and machines can work for you. Think like a beginner, and they will quietly drain your money. If this video helped you think more clearly, leave a comment and tell me, which machine business are you considering? This channel is about reality, not hype.